every year. In East Africa, as the southern grass is dry and storm clouds gather, stirring echoes across the Tanzania's Serengeti and Masai Mara ecosystem. Here, on the border of the two iconic parks, a drama begins. A race for survival. And death comes along. Approximately 1.7 million wild beasts, joined by 300,000 zebras and 470 gazelles, lock into motion following an ancient rhythm written into the earth itself. Gazelles and other small antelopes, though fragile, tag along for one powerful reason: security in numbers. Nestled within the larger herds, they find a moving shield against predators. And guided by scent and memory, these herds chase the rains, seeking fresh grass and water in a cycle older than humanity. This cycle begins earlier in the year, in the southern plains of the Tanzania's Serengeti. January to March, 500,000 calves are born within 3 weeks. Within minutes they stand, and within days they run, in preparation for a big adventure that begins a few months later. By July, and then anticipation mounts. The animals gather in different crossing points across the Mara River, which include Makutano, Lookout Hill, Paradise Plains, and others. They hesitate, circling the banks, for there is danger in the water. They wait for one courageous soul, a pioneer who jumps fast, becoming the bellwether. Then chaos erupt. Thousands stampede, dust swirls, hooves thunder, and water splashes. At these times, the silent killers, tribes of Nile crocodiles, lurk beneath in the current. As the animals jump into water, they step on each other, breaking legs. Drowning calves and panic crushes stragglers. Up to 6,000 animals may drown during one crossing, and predators take advantage of this, seizing the wounded and injured animals. In thousands of numbers, lions, hyenas, cheetahs, and leopards, they swam the banks. And in the sky, vultures cycle high, waiting to clear the remains of animals that are killed by the predators. The vultures and hyenas act as the cleaners of the environment, the last in the food chain. In the midst of the adventure, Some calves lose their mothers completely. Some of them, confused, even swim back, double crossing before finding their way again. And some are violently seized by the angry predators. But for those who make it through, the reward is awaiting. As the herds press northward into the Masai Mara, their tired hooves touch green once more. The smell of new grass fills the air. Heads lower, mouths stare into fresh blades, and mothers nurse in peace. There is joy in the calm, and for a moment the land gives back, lush, open, and alive. They rest, graze, and heal. Calves that survived the gauntlet play in the wind, and in that brief pause, the journey feels worth it. They graze until short rains in October signal reverse movement. They cross back at new points, heading back to the southern of East Africa, the Serengeti of Tanzania. Along the 800 kilometers loop, approximately 250 wild beasts and 30,000 zebras and thousands of gazelles and other antelopes perish from drowning, hunger, exhaustion, and largely eaten by the predators. Once a secret kept by the winds of East Africa, the Great Migration began gaining global attention after early explorers like Bernard Zimek, a German zoologist and filmmaker, documented the wonders of the Serengeti in the 1950s. His groundbreaking film, The Serengeti Shall Not Die, opened the world's eyes to this timeless cycle of life. Today, it is not just a natural wonder, it is a UNESCO World Heritage spectacle, studied, filmed, and admired by millions across the globe. But for the animals, it is not a peaceful adventure. It is a test of instinct, endurance, and will. Each step forward is bought at a price: a lost calf, a fallen friend, a final breath beneath muddy waters. There is no map, no mercy, only involvement. Yet they go because they must. They are driven not by choice but by survival, by a deep, ancient memory of rain and grass and hope. And as a season ends and another begins, the same journey awaits again and again. For in this endless cycle of life and loss, only the strong continue, the rest become the story. My name is Sam Kivuva, and this is African Tales.